Right then, welcome to the channel, everyone. We've got some new guests today.
Yeah. How's it going, everyone?
This is Jay from Mohawkminiatures on Instagram.
Yeah, I don't understand why you had a problem with the pronunciation there, because clearly definitely a full Mohawk right now.
It's been a long day for me, so. So yes, we're doing something slightly different today, guys. So we've got an ITC game as a bit of a change.
Yeah,
we've got
on the channel.
Imperial Knights. It is Imperial Knights, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Good. Loyalists. So Loyalists.
Yeah, they might be painted like Iron Hands, but
they're definitely not Iron Warriors. That's what I'm saying here for the 3 people that got that joke.
They're absolutely beautiful. So yeah, we've got Imperial Knights versus Tom's
Ball of Cheese.
Yeah, Iron Hands.
Iron Hands.
Yeah, Iron Hands definitely works.
Oh, this is going to be a great day. So yeah, so mission today we're playing is What's Yours Is Mine out of the New Champions mission, which time recording hasn't been made official just yet, but is a couple of days away, so it is practically official. So yes, Jay's your guest. Would you like to go over your list?
Yeah, absolutely. It won't take very long. So I have a combined total of 3 data sheets in the army. 2,000 points on the nose.
Tom, sorry, you've lost them.
Oh no, I'm 2,000 points.
Oh, you're 2,000 points.
Yeah.
Alright, that's
one cheeky grenade launcher helps that.
Excellent work.
Brilliant.
Excellent work. Yeah, not having the fist is what kept me at 2,000. Yeah. So we've got 3 Crusaders. Each of the Crusaders has the indirect fire missile pods, so the Iron. We've got thermal cannon, Gatling cannon, there's flamers and stubbers, all that kind of stuff thrown in there. The Warlords, this guy is clambering all over a building because why would he not be the Warlord? We've got the other 2 here and here. We've got a Knight Paladin who does have the anti-flyer gun on top, which will be potentially useful once this game.
Yeah, once.
That's kind of
I was scanning through looking at what actually does have
yeah, well,
obvious suppressors
and
they fly,
but it's wounding that on 5s. You know, it's much better against your little Primaris dudes on the jumpy sticks.
Jumpy sticks indeed.
We've got the battle cannon and the sword, a couple of stubbers again, and then an Armiger Helverin right there at the front.
Nice.
Perfect.
He's brilliant. We're Hashcrest, so that means we've got reroll failed hits in combat. Minus is still affected, unfortunately. In a turn that we charge, word charged, or heroic intervened. So kind of useful. It also gives me 2 pretty significant warlord trait and relic options, especially against your list here. So I'll go through the relics and warlord traits that we've got. My warlord over here almost always takes Cunning Commander. Cunning Commander is a little bit like the Dark Angels, the Imperial Guard, the Grand Strategist style. You get a free reroll once per game only on this model of a hit, a wound, a damage, or a save. It also gives you a command point, so rather than getting them back on like a 5 or something, you just have it.
Okay, that's good.
Mostly because you don't use that many strategies throughout the game. The chance of rolling a 5 are pretty slim at that point. So you've got Cunning Commander, that gives me 10 CP overall for the army, because the normal super heavy detachment gives you 6. His relic is the armour of Sancted Iron, so he's got 2 apartment save.
Oh, awesome.
It's going to help out a little bit here and there. A lot of what you've got in your force is -3, so it's still going to be as invulnerable, but anything that's -2 is just going to help out against. It's really good against just tanking small arms fire or little bits in combat, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
We've got the Dapper Crusader over here. He's called that because he's going to have both of the House Crash relic and Warlord trait. The Warlord trait, first 9, gives you reroll 1s to hit.
Nice.
Whether it's shooting or combat. So even if he stays in combat for a second turn, if you haven't fallen back, he still gets a little bit of a reroll, which is nice. But reroll 1s to hit when you've got this many guns coming out is super handy.
Yeah, definitely.
He's also taken a House Crash relic, which will surprise none of you guys at all, Headsman's Mark. Headsman's Mark is brilliant. If your opponent has a vehicle or monster that you target with the weapon, you get +1 damage, as long as it's got 10 or more wounds.
Nice.
That's
very
good.
So it's very useful, and it's going to work quite well with the secondaries that I've chosen.
Yeah.
Then we've got the last Crusader over here. We're going to pay the points to give him a Warlord trait. He's going to take the Warlord trait Iron Bulwark, so he's got a 4-up invulnerable save.
Yeah.
So you've got a 4-up invulnerable save, extra armour, plus a reroll, extra guns. These 2 will not be characters.
Okay.
that's my list. Like I said, pretty simple.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Awesome. So I've brought down my usual Iron Hands of joy that everyone seems to like avoiding sometimes, but that's fair enough.
Absolutely nice. Fluffy list.
So I've gone with 2 spearheads and a battalion, just to try and get as many CP, because they do get quite CP hungry when I need to be. Of course, I've got my warlord, who is my master of the forge, so I've paid CP there already, to make him give.
Making gross.
Yeah, making gross basically.
It's just not fun.
Yeah, everyone around him has +1 to hit, so it makes things like the repulsor BS2 straight off the mark, which is pretty dirty when naturally reroll 1s as well.
Big time.
So you can get quite a few shots out. Of course, then he heals automatic 3 instead of D3. So
Even better.
Yeah. And with the changes to the FAQ, normally you would have Ironstone following around, but now that's just all fluffy. I've gone and given him the Gorgon's Axe, so it's a standard power axe, but it's also -3 flat damage. So if he does get into combat, he will wreck face when someone gets too close. Especially with the servo arm as well, doing that sort of damage.
Yeah. Is he just quick with the silver harness or just silver arm?
Silver harness, so I've actually paid for the harness.
So you got your two additional attacks in. Well,
Nice.
you got your 2 alternative attacks from pack.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
So he's great. And then I've got a lieutenant, which is also in the is the 2nd HQ in a battalion, because that then gives me reroll 1s on the wounds. And with the jump pack, I can bounce him around if needs be, if something needs a bit more help. He's very quick off the mark. And then in the rest of the battalion, I've got 3 sets of intercessors, all with the heavy stalker rifles, because that's a staple nowadays if you're playing Iron Hands.
It won't affect you too much against knights, but
Anything that does get through.
Well, no, I mean, it won't affect you having lack of firepower.
No.
For anti-infantry, it might do against other lists, but actually,
2 damage a pop. I might shed a couple off if I get lucky.
I'm telling you, man, the damage output from those stacks up. It's like death by 1,000
Yeah.
plus on these.
And then the 3rd spearhead has got my bike captain, so standard bike captain. He hasn't got the relic chainsword. Did you consider it? Because it makes him strength 8 against vehicles, which would be great against knights.
Yeah.
But with the 3 up and vulnerable, he's just quick. He can get around, help buff as well. And then with him, he's got the 2 Devastator squads. One is a Grav squad, and then one is just a las cannon squad. Unfortunately, I'm not fully WYSIWYG. This guy does only have a bolter. He doesn't have the power axe.
Oh, I'll
Really
just have the power.
really cool.
Then, of course, 2 cherubs, and then with a whirlwind to just give that bit of indirect fire. I can hide it, I can sit on objectives. And then in a fast attack, I have got some suppressors just for board control, very quick. And they'll probably annoy your Hellbrim quite a bit.
Yes. Yes, they will.
Tickle a knight
Significantly.
Yeah. And then on my 2nd spearhead, I've then got a librarian who will have the 2 psychic powers of the +1 to hit and +1 to the armor save.
That's the official names as well, by the way.
Yeah, that's all you call it nowadays, because that's all that it's ever used for. You don't bother with anything else. And then with him, he has got the Thunderfire cannon, again, just a bit more indirect. And if the cannon does get indirect fired and killed, then the Tech Marine can just wander off.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've got another Tech Marine rolling around.
Cleaning up.
Yeah, so he does make a nice little addition. And I have got the Tasty Leviathan, which comes with all Iron Hands lists, unfortunately. A bit different, because I like to run something slightly different. He has got a Grav cannon. I know that isn't like the staple of the meta.
No, it's one of the scariest things I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, when it gets going at flat 5 damage against any vehicles, it can make people's life hate me. And then I have also then got a Repulsor Executioner, standard, just with the laser cannon and the stubbers on the back. And then also rounding that off, I have got a Drop Pod, which will probably house somebody or something, or just be used to drop and hold something.
Yeah,
And
possibly 10 Devastators.
Yeah, maybe. And then I just got an Ironclad Dreadnought. I've had him for like ages. He was like in my first list. That's Seismic Hammer is a good laugh when it does go off. Making him a character.
I was about to say, I don't have fond memories of him.
Do you not?
No.
I will say what happened in one of the last videos, but you'll have to watch that one.
Yeah, his nickname is Titan Muck Titan Face, as he
Nice.
gets in the Titan's face.
Nice. He's going to get under some Titan's feet in a minute.
With making a character, I start with 7 CP instead of the 9s. I've already spent 1 on the Master of the Forge as well.
Yeah.
And makes him a character, so he can't really be indirectly targeted unless he's closest, because he is under the 8 wounds.
Absolutely.
He has got the assault launchers on the front, so if he does get to charge, he can do a little bit of extra
it's
damage.
nice. It's a nice little extra buff.
Yeah, he can be.
And not, and was it a 5 point upgrade, something like that?
Yeah, 5 points.
Yeah, 5 points, you might as well go for
Yeah.
it.
If you've got 5 points lying around, it's just an easy choice. It's not something to do. He has got a melter underneath, so you can take a quick pot shot. Doubt the Hurricane Bolt is going to do much against you, being a devastator.
When a
Can
knight has
tickle.
got the line of 1 wound, and that's what you're banking on, it might work.
It
So,
may work.
Don't diss the humble bolter.
Yeah. So this is my take on like a small ITC list for Iron Hands. This is like my first year doing it. So taking a nice little dive, slowly but surely learning, which is good.
I think you've got the right tools in there, because you've got some mobility, you'll really pick up hold more quite well. You know, you've definitely put some thought into the list. I like it.
It was when before Iron Hands got amazing, because I've always liked their lore. Shame that they haven't
I've
ghosted for a
heard
Primarch.
so many people say that.
I know, that must be the
Yeah.
shame of like 90% of people.
I always wanted to start an Iron Hands army. It's the 6th edition. Yeah.
And then suddenly they got really good, and then everyone plays them. But if most of you know me from the channel, I do play Blood Angels mainly, and that is what I'm mainly taking to ITCs. But they're not fully ready yet.
I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best.
Well, once, to be honest, because hopefully Joe will come back, and we can.
I might not be invited back. Depends on
Yeah, you're
I'm happy for these guys. I only get a bit salty with my Blood Angels, so he's not joking.
Okay.
That happens every time to guard.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. You drew against me that one time.
Yeah, we did. We drew. Last time they came out against guard, they did draw.
Nice.
But no, you're crafty. Veterans making my life a world of hurt.
They're not even the good veterans.
No, they're not. They're just annoying.
Exactly, that's what they're good for.
Dear.
Cool. So we'll move over to the deployment map and
Yeah.
see what's going on, and come back after deployment.
Perfect.
So catch you there.
Right then, so back with deployment. So we, it's a long chevron one, whatever one's that called.
Spearhead assault.
That's the one, thank you. We look Spearhead Assault. In terms of objectives, we have got fairly, actually, identical.
Pretty close.
Yeah, not far off. So we've got, Tom has got the share of the objectives, having one here, one in the centre, and then one in the far corner. Jay's been left with only just the one, but I'm guessing you'll be pushing out quite a bit. So
Absolutely.
so not much difference there. And then obviously your centre objective. Right then, so in terms of going first, it is Jay going first. Perfect.
With no C's roll in ITC now. So
No, that's very true. No seizing. Perfect. Yeah, we'll continue on with turn one then.
Cool.
I'm still used to having the C's, so this is completely alien to me. So we'll see you after movement phase.
Movement.
Right then, so end of turn one movement for the night. Jay, would you like to explain what you've done?
Yeah, absolutely. So because the bonus for this mission, so in all ITC missions you get a bonus objective. For me, I need to hold objective 3 and objective 5. So I need to make sure that I'm moving in a position where, if not next turn, the turn after, I can start scoring that, 'cause that's 1 point a turn. You're going to win by points scored, not anything else. I've got these 2 knights that have moved up and out of my deployment zone. They've got line of sight through this building towards the tank. This Crusader over here has got sight that way to the tank. If I can kill the Executioner and potentially threaten the Leviathan, then I'm really, really happy about that. If I degrade it, it's not the end of the world. At least, you know, the Forge Master's not wasted on something. He can get his toolbox out and away he goes. Over here, I've got both of my engineers. So an engineer in the ITC rules pattern now, so obviously I've taken engineers as a secondary, can be any non-character model, essentially, or something that wouldn't benefit from the untargetable style things. So this guy stood on objective 2, the Halford stood on objective 1 there in the middle. It's going to give me 2 objectives this turn. Tom's almost certainly going to get hold more because he's got everything in the world on that middle objective. a unit of Marines and a Dread over here, and then Objective 5, he can easily get onto at the end of his first battle rise movement. So that's my movement phase and why.
Brilliant. So obviously no psychic phase, no psychic titans just yet.
For the time, man. We need an actual psychic awakening.
So we'll move on to shooting for knights. Right then, so starting off in shooting phase of the knights, starting strong, we're starting off with this knight crusader here. What's he have again?
So he's got the Housecraft Warlord trait, so he gets to reroll 1s to hit. He's also got Headsman's Mark, which is a relic, which is +1 damage against vehicle or monster keyword with 10 wounds or more. And he's going to shoot at this, which is definitely a vehicle with 10 wounds or more.
Perfect.
And he's going to give it the beans. Heavy stubbers going into it as well.
Oh,
Lock, stock, the lot. That heavy stubber, damage 2. Because it's a vehicle.
Yeah.
So in fact, let's start off with the heavy stubber. So rerolling 1s, hitting on 3s. We've got 1 hit, 6s to wound, no wounds.
That's
Right. We get the missiles, indirect line of fire. We get 5 shots, rerolling 1s for 5 hits. Wounded on 5s to strength 5. And we got what? -1, damage 3 because you're a vehicle.
Oof. So standard 3-up save, so it goes to 4-up.
You've got cover, so that's fine anyway.
So start off with a 6, and that's probably my only 6 of the entire game.
Heavy flame is just out of range. It's not just out of range. We'll do the Gatling cannon next. So 12 shots, 3s, rerolling 1s. Why was this not Endless Fury?
I was about to say that would be a cracking
There we go.
roll.
It is 6s to wound because strength 6 versus toughness 8. That's a lot of 5s. That's a 3. So that is 6 at -2, damage 3.
Okay, so we'd go to 5-up, back to 4-up, because I'm in cover as well. So I stop 3, but 3 go through.
It's 9 damage.
9 damage, so 16 wounds. He is pretty
You
much...
feel no pain, remember?
7. You got feel no pain?
Yep, it's 2 apiece, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So first one,
With 3 apiece because
Yeah,
of
3
the
apiece.
Headsman's Mark.
so... first 3 go through.
Yeah.
Second 3 go through.
Gonna roll a 2s.
Yeah, I am.
Third 3.
Definitely go
There's
through.
all.
No 2s. There's only 3 lots of 3. You can do more if you like, but the thermal's going to do the rest of it.
So down to 7 wounds.
Down to 7. Not bad, eh?
Not bad to start at all.
Thermal cannon, going to cook you. Number of shots, 5. I can live with that.
That's a good start.
That's a good, definitely good start.
Oh,
So see the
Okay.
2s are coming back to bite you now.
3's to win. Well, you've given me your 2. I'm not sure what's happened. 2 wounds, it's
Yep.
-4.
Yep. So you
6
go
or
to
so.
7, but it comes down to a 3. So I do get a 6 up.
You do.
So,
Nope.
level 5, so close.
Okay.
So damage.
Did you want a CP either of those? It's going to be 2d6 plus 2 damage.
Ooh, yeah. I'm going to spend one of my 7. Reroll 1.
Cool.
Probably even worse.
Yeah.
This is 2.
It's going to be a night of 2s.
We've traded the 2s off. So 2d6 plus 2. I need to roll 5 or more on both of these. They've got exactly 5. So because you've got feel no pain,
Yep.
I'm going to CP the 1. So I go from 6 down to 5 now.
Cool.
And that gives me another 1. So that's 6, 7, 8 for Headsman's Mark. As long as you don't roll 2 6s, I'm all good. And ideally you roll a 6 afterwards.
Yeah.
many
Funny
6s
enough,
do you get?
I have rolled 2 6s.
You have rolled 2 6s, so it's got 1 wound left. Okay. It's a good start.
Definitely a cracking
good
start.
We're now going to move on to this knight.
Yep.
He's going to put the Avenger Gatling cannon into that, the heavy stubber into the unit of intercessors you've got in that building.
Yep,
because
you can see
why
that.
not?
Yep.
Also do the missiles down there as well, so one's
Yep.
on his top patch. And then we're going to put the thermal cannon into your dreadnought.
Okay. So on the intercessors, I'm also going to pay TP to squash them down to a 5-up feel no pain.
Sure.
Yeah, because I'm engineers. So I
They are your engineers. You're
do
absolutely
need
right.
to keep
This
them
is the
alive.
reason I'm shooting at it.
Yeah. So I do need to try and keep them alive as well. So I'm going to have to spend the CP for it.
Cool. Okay.
Because those indirect missiles.
Any reaction there?
2 up.
We're making you think, Tom.
I'm up to a 6 up.
You've got 4 pinball.
I have got 4 up in van. So.
I've still got 2 thermal cannons and a battle cannon.
Yeah.
The battle cannon CG? No.
No, but the other thermal can.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to duty eternal.
Cool. So you
Yeah.
spent 3, so you're down to. Well, you spent 1 for the reroll as well.
Yeah, 1 for reroll, so I'm down to 3.
Down to 3. Okay, cool.
Burning through your CP like nothing there.
That's why we don't spend it all on everything, kids.
Absolutely. Right, here comes the Avenger then out of the tank.
Yep.
You can explode it now. So hit on 3s, no rerolls on this guy. He's my Warlord. We have got 1 reroll that we can use at some point, but I don't use it on that. 5 to wound, and we've got 3. So it's -2, damage 2 this time.
Cool. So 3. 2.
2 gone through.
Yep.
You need to roll 4 6s, brother.
Whew. Here we go.
Do you want to know the odds?
Very, very little.
1,216.
Ah, that's not too bad.
You'll make it. You haven't done it 1,100 times, right?
I rolled 2 6s, don't I?
It's close. I'm going to roll a 6 now.
Hopefully not. Hopefully a 2.
We've used CP reroll.
Oh,
That's the opposite.
He implodes and takes all of it with him. There we go. So the tank is no more.
Yeah, I'm going to have to just manoeuvre some
Tell you
stuff.
what, let's
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, let's just move
We'll
that.
move the ruin.
He likes to be huge.
There we go.
Yeah.
Happy that's where it was?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll watch back the film and see what's.
Perfect. But then returning now onto the Leviathan.
Now we're going to go with just the light arm weapons into the intercessors down here. So we've got the heavy stubber and the top hatch missile to go in there, and then we'll finish off with the thermal, blowing up a Leviathan. Right, stubber, 2 hits, 4 to wound. We got 1 wound. It's minus nothing. You're in cover. I'm going to do no damage with this, but yeah, there we go. Missiles, number of shots. We get 1, which is a hit. 3's to wound. Stroke 5. To wound is -1, so you're on 3 up. It's damage 2. He's good. He loves it.
Loves it.
Now we do my 6s. Number of shots at Leviathan. What have we done with these 2s?
Hey.
Alright, we get no hits. Cool beans. That's fine, not an issue. So he's finished off.
Perfect.
Do you want to stop and do that?
Right then, so getting on to your second last big night. What's the plan with this one?
So this Crusader is going to split fire. The reason I shot that guy with the thermal cannon, if I'm honest, was to be Assad and make you spend 2 command points.
Yeah, no, that's completely
Well,
understandable.
1 command point actually for
Yeah.
GT Eternal. So what he's going to do now is we're going to ignore the Leviathan. I appreciate that's pretty dangerous, but this guy's got a 4-pin bolt anyway. He's going to shoot the thermal cannon at the whirlwind down here. He's going to put the Gatling gun, the stubber, and the missiles actually all into this unit of 5. The reason being, both of these 2 should be able to finish off these suppressors, which shuts down a lot of your highly mobile board
Yeah,
control.
definitely.
So we'll do the exciting one first. Let's do the thermal. Number of shots on the whirlwind. We get 1. We've used the CP already this turn, so that's fine. We get no hits. Okay, Gatling gun. 12 shots on your lads here. That's better. So 9 hits. 3's to wound. 8
That's a
wounds.
decent roll.
Not bad, right? -2, damage 2. You're on
Okay.
5s. It's not bad, man.
That's not bad at all.
1.5. It's damage 2.
Damage 2, so first go. Oh,
Is alive on a wound.
alive on a wound. So
Okay.
the second one kills him.
Yeah. Well, it might not.
Well,
Might not.
Roll it anyway, see what happens. It was a valiant effort.
it was a good shout.
He is trying. And
Killed one.
Killed one.
So
So
the third one
third one.
is alive on a wound again. Nice. And the fourth one. Wow. I've done
That's-
1 damage apiece with every single one of those Gatling gun
I think
shots.
that's the best I've ever rolled.
That is definitely the best you've ever rolled, Tom.
Those dice are going to a cabinet.
Right, we'll do the missiles next. We'll do the missiles because they're damage 2.
Yep.
Don't want to just chip all up with a stubborn waste of missiles. So number of shots is 2. It's the 2s. We get 1 hit, 3's to wound, and we get a wound. It's -1, so a 4. You've made it.
Loves it.
Let's kill 1 with a stubber now. We get 2 hits, 1 wound, and he is saved.
Yep.
Cool. So far we've killed 1 this turn. I'd like to get 2 because you should be able to kill a knight in your first turn.
Yeah.
So this guy has
Yeah.
got line of sight on those intercessors. So he's going to put everything he's got into this unit of 3, which
Okay.
is another unit of your engineers. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's well worth me doing. We'll do the top gun first. It's hitting on 4s because you're not flying. We got 1 hit. Wounded on 3s, -1 damage 2. It is a wound. Is not a save.
Not a save.
2 damage. Does kill 1.
Let's go on.
Cool beans. Right, we're going to do the stubber. Actually, no, we'll do the battle cannon first. So, rapid fire number of shots is 7. Can't be angry about that. Hitting on 3s. Not bad. Wounded on 2s for strength 8. We got 4 at -2, D3 apiece. Okay, so -2, 3 of them have gone through. So I've got to do these one at a time. So first one is 3.
So first one.
Feel the pace, we've killed 1.
Killed 1.
Second one is 3 again.
Another one.
The third one just pounded dirt, and that's that. So we killed 2 now. So what we'll do, just in case you manage to get lucky in your return of fire, because you've got that drop pod that's literally full of death right now, the Halbrin's going to put everything he's got into these suppressors.
Yep.
So we'll do the arms first. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6 shots, which is not ideal. We've got, out of that, 4 hits, 3 to wound for straight 7, and 3 go through, it's -1, flat 3 though.
So 4 down.
1 goes through.
1 goes through. And
Cool, we do kill 1. We're not going to get the rest of the unit then, but at least we'll deplete them. The stubber is hitting on 4s because despite being a tiny gun, he's moved and he's missed all that. So that's it, that's going to be the end of my turn, mate. I've got no charges to declare.
okay, so
Right then, so end of Iron Hand's terminal movement. Tom, what have you done?
So I've consolidated a bit more on here, so I'm still on the objective, and my engineers, of course, are scoring that one. And the same here. They should just be just in range with the one dude, but I've just manoeuvred them a bit more. Just a bit more conga lines, protect a few other bits, because I know that knight's going to come roundhousing that building in a bit. I've moved a lieutenant out, so then he's buffing the Leviathan, as that needs a bit more help. It is just within 18, which should just be within 18 of your big knight, so at least the grav cannon can be shot. Suppressors jumped up, so they have line of sight on everything else. And then of course my other shooting, the whirlwind and thunderfire, don't need to be able to see anything anyway, because of the way they've done. I've moved my Master of the Forge, just so he's within the 6 as well, so I get the +1 to shoot, which on the Leviathan isn't really needed because it's BS2. Yeah, exactly. It's more just if you next turn when you shoot back at it, you can just pop out.
Yeah.
Get a little toolbox out. Cool. So onto my psychic phase. I'm going to be buffing up the whirlwind. So I'm going to give it +1 to hit, which goes off on a 5 because it's non-titanic, which apparently I'm just not going to roll today.
Okay.
I'm going to give it +1 armor save as well.
Yeah.
Which goes off on a 6, which that one I
Goes
do
off.
get. So he has got the +1 armor save, which is good because you're going to be able to still see that next turn. Just protects it a little bit.
Yeah, big
Cool. So into my shooting, I'm actually going to start with the whirlwind. I'm going to shoot your Halbrin.
That's funny thing you might.
Yeah. So 2d3 for shots. Cool. So 3 shots.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No.
Hitting on
3s. Rerolling 1s because of Iron Hands.
Yeah.
Which,
Okay.
Okay.
Or that.
Strength 7, toughness 7.
7, yeah.
So 4s. Does nothing. That's fine. I'm also going to fire my Thunderfire cannon at it.
Cool.
So 4d3 for shots.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice. So yeah.
I say nice, it's bang on the average. But
The 2 6s make it look good.
yeah, exactly that. It looks impressive.
7, 8. So 8. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling the 1s because you know Iron Hands.
Yeah.
But I'm only strength 5.
Yeah, you are winning on 5.
So I am winning on 5s. Which I do get 4 through. They are -2. Devastated option.
That's right. So we go to 5 up covers. 5 up, I've got no cover. What I should have done is left this guy just touching the building and still in the objective because be out of line of sight so I claim a cover save.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. So we're saving on 5s. 2 go through. It's only 2 damage though, so I'm not too far.
It just tickles them a bit.
That's done.
Cool, and the 2 remaining suppressors, I'm going to go flying into him as well.
Thought they might.
So I get 4 shots, because I'm a heavy weapon, no penalty for moving, so still hitting on 3s. Actually only within 6 of the...
Is that vehicles out?
Oh, it is vehicles only? Yeah. What am I thinking? So, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, which that one's dead.
That's just cocked.
Yeah, so.
Cool.
3 hits, a straight, a 7, and toughness 7, so 4s.
Oh,
Nothing. Oh, not a
that
good
was
start.
key because they're damage 2.
Yeah, that would have hurt a lot.
They're strong.
Much
You've got to do
possible.
what you can.
Right then, so last thing to shoot then is the Leviathan. Tom's had time to think, and everything is going to go into
The very, very
shooting
the
knights.
good shooting knights. Cool.
I'm going to rotate Iron Shields because
I thought you might do that.
4 CP.
Cool. So, start with the grav. So it's D3 for shots. I get 1 shot. Do I want to CP that? Yes.
That's cocked.
Even
it's
with
cocked.
that, it's cocked. Are you happy with that?
Flat, it's cocked. 3.
3.
Yeah.
That's the money.
Oh, hitting on 2s.
Yeah.
Well, technically hitting on 1s, but hitting on 2s. Because 1s have to be hit. But reroll 1s.
Woo.
So all 3 hit. It
What strength is it?
a 9.
It's not bad, right?
No, not at all. It's also -5.
I know.
Devastator.
I know. This is just obscene.
So 3's to wound.
Yeah.
Rerolling 1s because of my lieutenant.
Absolutely.
Which.
Tom, what have you done?
There gone. And
Real ones? I bet it's a 2. Oh, it's
Oh, it's a 4.
Right.
so,
4 up armor save. I bet
Yeah,
this is a,
or-
well, invuln save. I
Yeah.
bet this is a 2.
yep.
Yep.
There we go.
You said it.
Damage.
6-5 damage. That's it. I'm not even a chance re-rolling that. It's going to be a 2 again if I do.
Just for the sake of it, roll it and see what you would have got. Yep.
Told you. Told you. I see the future.
And then the storm gunnery, 10 shots. Hit on 2s. Also rolling the 1s, but apparently I'm just going to roll all the 2s tonight.
That's fine when you hit on them.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's when you wound into your arm saves, that's what's
And
the
then
issue.
it is
That is fine.
5. You are toughness 8.
Yeah.
I'm too used to squishing people with that.
It's not a bad start.
Not a bad start.
You count 3 2s.
Yeah. Jesus, it is the night of 2s.
Right.
Well, if it-
-3.
-3.
Because obscenity.
Yep.
Basically.
And then 2 damage apiece after
So
that.
on the 4 apart, the invuln now, and both go through. It's going to be 4 damage. We're down to 50. So we're not bracketed.
No,
I can live with this.
but that's a good start from him. So that draws out the end of my turn. So there's no charges this turn, so I want to draw you in a little closer into my plan.
Yeah. Lower that,
It's gonna hurt. So at the end of my turn, I do score hold more.
You do not.
No, we're actually tied.
Hold even. You've
Hold
got this
even.
one and this one. You didn't get a kill.
Nope, but I do get hold more.
Yes, you get hold.
You get hold more.
I got hold and kill. I
Yeah.
get kill more. Neither of us get hold more.
No, so but with my secondaries, I get
You've got 5 points towards
big game.
Big Game Hunter.
I also get engineers.
Yep.
So they are stood still.
You
Don't get
get
placed
in
in.
turn 1 though.
Oh no, it's
I
on
need to
turn
double
2.
check that. It might be turn 1 in the new pack.
No, I think it's turn 2 now because if I hold 2, it becomes 2 points.
That might just be after the first turn. I think we should probably
Yeah.
check.
We'll come back and check that one.
I don't score postman because postman Pat is hiding down here at the moment. Might have to play a bit of a late game with that one.
He's got the movement for it.
Oh, he's definitely got the movement.
He can suddenly go flying out.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so that's the end of Iron Hands turn 1.
Brilliant. On to turn 2 for the Knights. Right then, so a slight little bit of change. We've gone back a bit, looking at how the situation is going to be.
And the way engineers works.
Yeah, and the way engineers works, because it's at the end of turn 2 now.
Yeah.
So Tom's strategy has had to adapt a little bit because of that. Jay's also been nice enough to make to let Tom do a couple of changes as well.
Right now. No, it's fine.
Right, so what have you changed then, Tom?
So what I've changed is I've moved out my intercessors because they can actually get some shots off. It's small fire. It's -3. So
Damage 2.
Damage 2 as well. So anything I get through, like, is actually chipping off. Same over here. I can chip off on this knight over here. Try and just because you've already rotated iron shields, so at least I'm getting that.
Well, remember he's got a 4-pin bowl anyway.
Yeah.
So that's not the end of the world for me, but
But
it's still. It could, if you get lucky and I get unlucky, then that's
yeah,
ten
there's
damage.
been a lot of 2s so far. So. We keep that going. Down here, because of the way it's changed, I have brought in my drop pod first turn. So everything has got range. The grav are definitely in range, and so the large cannons. We've also made sure to keep 9 inches away and abuse the crater a little bit in terms of shooting. So we'll start with the grav. So I'm going to, of course, spend CP for the amplification. So what I'm going to do, I'll sacrifice the cherub.
Yeah.
I'm going to make this guy that's stood up here, the one that's the BS2, thanks to the... Sigmund, yeah, Sigmund. Signum.
His name might be Sigmund.
The Sigmund Freud of Ring. From the sergeant. So he's BS2.
Yeah.
So it's 4 shots.
Yeah.
Which knight of he's going into?
He's going to go into this one because it's the wounded one. I need to bring it down. Yeah, the low BS. He's just causing me havoc. So first on, he's also going to shoot twice.
Yeah.
So we will do that at the same time. I'm going to steal one of your dice. So
I'll roll 2 for you. Oh, I tried.
Reroll the ones because I am, of course, Iron Hands, so all hit. And then it will be 5.
It will be 5.
Going in. But I get to reroll this.
Because of grab application.
So, that's
not bad.
My dice has turned traitor. There you passed on.
Cool, so
5.
5 go through, and then after that I get to roll the damage.
So, he's already had the rotate ice shield, so 4s, and we got 3. So 2 go through, 2 go 3.
And of course I'm going to reroll that one.
You're going to reroll the big one as well.
Yeah.
How lucky are you feeling, brother?
Well, let's go for it. Cool.
That'd be fine if there wasn't 4 more to shoot.
Now, the other 4 guys are a little bit different because they don't get the little buffs. So, brilliant. So 4, 8, 12.
Yeah, no more.
Let's get all of them. So these are hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, of course.
Yeah.
Because of Iron Hands.
I love how my dice all lowballed you as well.
Yeah. A couple of
I think you just need to get some new dice.
Yeah, that's why I've got some on order now. And then 5s. But
what is going on here?
Oh, we've been definitely betrayed.
Beat you with a shovel, Mikey Herbert.
Cool, so that is 6 saves.
I think it was 7. Pretty sure that was one of them. So, 4s. And honesty has rewarded me.
Oh, my dice
have
betrayed
gone
me
through.
as well. So 2d3, of course, well,
Definitely reroll that.
yeah, definitely. But
Right, down to 4.
cool. So I'm going to do the same again on this squad.
Yeah.
So, little cherub is now dead. And I'm going to make
Heartless son of a gun.
make this guy at the front fire twice.
Yeah.
So he's going to fire twice. So hitting on 2s.
All shooting that night.
Yeah, everything's going back into him because I need to try and get all those wounds off. So both hit.
Yeah.
Then 3s to wound.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Need 4s. Oh, 2d6 damage. 6, that's enough. Does it go bang?
No.
The one time you actually wanted it to.
Yeah.
Cool.
Perfect.
Still got some of the shooting.
Yep. So I've got these guys over here who are going to shoot the warlord.
Cool.
So that'll be 5 shots. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because they're a heavy weapon. Which will get 1 reroll.
Nice.
So, and then 6s to wound. Which you don't get any. And then same again this side. So these 5 into this knight as well.
Yeah.
Because I can't really see the health for him, but yeah, at least we try. Reroll the 1s. Again, a lot of 2s. And then 6s again for nothing. But it's always worth a try.
Still got 1 thing to shoot, brother. It's going to do all the damage in the world, man.
Stormbolter.
Yeah, let's go for it. So Stormbolter into the back knight.
Yep, your engineers.
So 4 shots. Reroll the 1s because apparently this does.
No, actually,
it doesn't
because
actually.
it's not a heavy weapon.
Yeah.
So just 2 and 6s.
Just
But no.
There's a 1
yeah, 6
and
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Cool.
brilliant.
Finish turn 1.
Yeah, it's definitely the end of my turn 1 now.
Now you got a kill.
So So in that case, I have got a kill.
You both got hold equal.
Yep.
And that's that.
Awesome.
Brilliant. This time we're on to Knight's turn 2, sorry. See you in a bit. All right, and so recap of turn 2 for Knight's movement. What's the plan then, Jay?
So we've moved to be away from the Leviathan. Basically, this guy here is just more than 24 inches away from the Leviathan. So with its movement of 8, that thing's range of 18, it's out of range of the Grav Bombard. This one's obviously in range, but I'm giving him literally one target or he splits his fire. No problem. We've moved this Halverin away from the middle objective and to this objective because the current beta rules for engineers just state as long as you start and end your turn within 3 inches of an objective you control, you score a point for engineers. I controlled that one at the start, controlled this one at the end, started within 3 of that, finished within 3 of that. So as far as I can tell, that's going to score me a point for engineers as long as it doesn't make any offensive actions.
And we've all agreed on that as the correct wording as well. So if it is, leave it in the comments. But from what we're reading, that's what Jay can do.
Yeah, for sure. And remember, these rules are still beta. So if on the 28th exactly that is made final, it sounds like it's probably going to be that way. Then great. If it's not, then it's going to change after the event. So how do we know? This guy's moved up the board. He's got an easy enough charge he can make onto this unit of intercessors, which are engineers. So if I can kill those, it's going to stop you scoring some points. He's got line of sight onto that bad boy, and unfortunately, I couldn't quite get line of sight onto the other unit of engineers. If I'd managed to take out both of those, then that would have been really good for me, because 4 points you can't score.
Yeah, of course.
Coming down here, we've got the Paladins moved down the table to act as a close combat threat against any of this lot should I need it to. Essentially, what I'd really like to do is kill this unit and this unit with shooting, have him charge the drop pod, but get a large enough charge distance to swing his base round here, so he can be within 3 inches of that objective at the start of my next turn, which means he can then be holding that for engineers. This guy can move on to here. I get 2 points for engineers next turn, because in a new pack, holding 2 and one's outside your objective zone, your deployment zone, you can score 2 points.
Perfect then. So once again, no psychic, because psychic knights aren't the thing. So we'll move on to shooting. Okay then, so into turn 2 knight shooting. So Jay's kicking off with this knight here.
Absolutely.
What are you planning then?
So this is my warlord, so he's still got that reroll we can use for Crony Commander. He's going to put the thermal cannon downrange into this guy. Probably not going to kill it, but if I get lucky and spike high, great, happy days. It's also going to force you to use a command point, which you only have a couple left of now.
I do.
For duty eternal on that. The rest of his guns, and I mean everything, is going to that unit of Grav Devastators. You've all just seen how powerful they are. They need to die. So we'll start off on them. Let's do the Gatling gun. This might just be enough. 12 shots. Missed twice. Can't argue.
No, that's good.
Wounded on 3s. Got to wound twice. This is good. So that's 8 saves, -2. You are in cover, because Kratos counts cover for infantry. So you get 4 up. And then it's damage 2 a pop.
4 ups. Oh, that's even worse.
I'm glad you told me, because I can't see it.
Yeah, I know, it's my...
So 5.
These are not coming up on
So, 2 damage pop.
Yeah, so 1 at a time. You draw double 6 to keep each one alive.
First guy is dead.
1 bit. I'll keep track of the things you draw your dice. It's 1,
Second guy dead.
2,
Third guy dead.
3,
Fourth guy dead.
4,
And last but not least, fifth guy dead.
5. Cool. So we killed the unit. That's
Yeah.
good. The rest of his guns being wasted, I don't care about. If you don't get a kill, it's the point of shooting anyway, right? So don't care that they're wasted. We've got more than enough to deal with those. We've still got a thermal cannon going at this big boy. How many CP have you got left after using duty eternal now?
I will have 2 CP left.
2 CP?
No, 1, sorry.
1 CP.
1.
Cool. So, number of shots on the big lad. It's 1. It's fine. We get rerolls, nothing, so no hits.
Are you sure you don't want to use that reroll?
Big time. go to this guy, my engineer. He's going to put all the guns that he's got into this unit of 5, because if I don't need to put any of his lot down here, that's great.
Yeah.
We'll start off with the top guns. Cue the theme tune. We're hitting on 4s again because you're not flying, and we've got no wounds. Heavy stubber gets me 3 hits, 4's to wound. Oh, there's 2 heavy stubbers, isn't there? The second one gets me 2 hits and 1 wound. So you get 3 in total, mate, minus nothing, so you got 2s.
All
All
good.
good. Then we've got the battle cannon. 2 shots. We're going to need to use the charge now, clearly. No hits. It's been a curse. Not sure where it's come from. Don't like it.
Touch my dice.
Okay, so that's annoying. Getting on to this guy. Right, I've only got 1 kill. I should be able to kill the drop pod easily, but we won't take too many chances with the unit of lance cannon. So he's going to fire backwards, pop the Gatling cannon into this unit. We'll then do the thermal cannon, the missiles and the stubber, and we'll split them to the thermal cannon going here. The reason I'm not shooting your dread is due to Eternal.
Yep.
Even if I roll a 6 for the damage, it's going to be 3 wounds.
Yeah.
It's not reliable. So thermal cannon will go into this unit of 2. And then just in case that whiffs, we'll put the heavy flamer into them as well, the stubber and the missiles. So Gatling gun down there, the rest
All
into
those
that.
suppressors. Fair enough.
Let's do the Gatling gun.
They're very fast.
And that was less good, but it's average dice. We've missed 4. Wounded on 3s. And 3 fails, you got 5 to do again, buddy. And at -2,
Minus
4 have
2.
gone through.
4 have gone through.
So I'll keep track and you do your feeling of pains. It's 2 damage a pop.
So first one.
He's dead.
Yeah.
So you got 1 wound, he's not Primaris.
No.
Second one, he's dead.
Dead.
Third one, he's dead. And the last one, dead.
Dead.
Oh, painless. Here we go. Right, so you got 1 dude left. I'm assuming he's the last cannon man.
Of course.
Yeah, why would you do anything different? Let's do the thermal cannon now at your 2 suppressors. So number of shots we get 3. It's increasing exponentially. Number of hits is not. So 1 hit, 2's to wound, and we do wound. It's -4. You will get a cover save. You got 6s.
Anyone. Okay. No.
No, not quite.
6 pick the highest. We'll have that. So 6 feel no pains, otherwise he's 1 toasty boy.
I'm liking his chances, honestly.
It's not good.
I think he might be dead, Tom.
Don't buy a lottery ticket. Right, the rest of the guns, a lot of 1 damage and 2 damage. So we're doing the missiles first because they're 2 damage. We get 5 shots with those. And we've got 3 hits. We need 3s to wound at strength 5. For 2, it's -1. Damage 2. And 1 goes. Oh no, you got cover, so you're good. Heavy stubber. 3 hits. 4's to wound. For 1. No AP, so you're on 2s. That's good. And then a heavy flamer. We get 3 hits. 3 wounds at -1.
No.
1 wound goes through. Does he take it?
So, yep.
Yeah.
He does.
So he's down to a wound. Yeah. I've got 1 kill. This should be another couple, so that's fine.
Stompy stomped.
So I don't need to fire that into him. It would be nice, but what's the point?
Yeah.
Also, tip for those of you that are playing an ITC game, sometimes you want to leave your opponents with 1 guy left. It's a very easy kill for kill more. I've currently killed, like we just discussed, 1 unit. I'm going to kill at least 1 of those 2. I'm not overly worried about your offensive fire packs. That's basically the biggest threat, and he's only got 1 target. So you killing more than 1 is going to be tricky,
Yeah.
I'd say.
At best.
So what I might do is even just be real cheeky and either not kill him or not kill that.
Yeah.
That's my gun's done.
Brilliant.
Into charge phase.
Brilliant. We'll see you in charge phase. All right then. So charge phase for the knights. What's the plan then, Jay?
So this guy's going to charge both of these 2. The plan is kill this guy now in my turn, kill this in your turn, and consolidate off of that, so I'm within 3 of this objective, so I can get 2 points potentially if he comes back out here for engineers next turn.
Perfect.
But
So
it's only if you don't Overwatch me, really.
So Overwatch, Stormbolt at first.
Yeah.
Does
only
what? Needs another 6. Nope, not being blessed. And then the last cannon, so 5s and 6s, because I have Iron Hands. Nope.
oh no.
You mean Iron?
Iron Hands.
Right, charge distance is -2, so we will be moving through a crater. On a 12.
I think you might be in.
It's a little close. Right, I've got bags of movement to do this, so you don't have to worry about measuring. We're going to be just within an inch of that guy and just within an inch of the drop pod. So when I kill this, I can consolidate this way around the drop pod. That's my only charge.
Yep.
Go straight to the attacks. You know what? Didn't use a sword.
Slice and dice that last marine.
Isn't that like a flat 6 damage?
Flat 6.
Yeah.
It's -3, so you will get a save.
Okay. But then
But
6
it's flat
flat.
6. And he's got 1 wound. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling for crafts as a charge. We've got all the hits in the world. Winging on 2s because of strength obnoxious. There we go. So that's 4. You need 6s now, followed by 6s in a minute. He saved 1.
Awesome.
And then the other 3 Texas Chainsaw massacre him. That's 18 wounds.
So, first one.
It was a good effort.
Oh, I
but
saved
he-
3.
That's not bad.
He got the bad touch.
And then he turns into a red mist.
And then consolidate 3, like I said, we're going to go around the pod this way. Still won't be in base contact. That puts me within 3 inches of the middle of this objective. So I'm holding that and I'm on that objective. So in my turn, as long as he makes no offensive action, assuming this is dead in your turn, then I can get extra points for engineers.
So, you're not charging over here.
I forgot that charge.
Let's do that charge then.
You sure?
Yeah. You let me go back and pretty much bring in the reinforcements, so I'll let you do that charge. It's only fair.
Yeah, okay. Charge is 8. You've got Overwatch to do, so do your Overwatch.
So 5 shots.
You get 2 hits.
And then
1 wound.
I do save with my
Yep.
4 pinball. So we're in on the charge, we rolled an 8, and we're going to go as far into your part of the table as we can do. So we're just going to go 4 to there, and then just squidge along that way. Not being in base contact whatsoever. Because when you consolidate, it's going to be closest, nearest enemy more than you were, which in this case is this guy. I'm going to do my consolidation unless you wanted to interrupt, which I severely doubt with CP. So we're going to do that. We won't base you either. So we're closer now than when we started our movement. He's now the closest model to me. So if he's the last one alive, I can consolidate even further into this area. That's the plan. So 12 attacks, we use the stampy feet, hit on 3s, re-rolling for House Crest. So that's 12 hits. And then wounded on 2s for strength 8 versus toughness 4. And what a parade of 1s. So you've got
That is a
8
lot of ones.
saves at -2 and it's D3 damage, bud.
cool, so 8 5 up. So I stopped 3.
Nice, so that's 5 to go through. So I'll keep track of these and I'll do the damage. Got to do it one at a time. So the first one takes 1, so we'll just do some more. So you've got 4 to make.
4 to make.
No.
3 is not enough.
No.
Even if you're at 4 times, you've got 2 on the next one. So he's alive on a wound.
No,
Oh no,
dead.
he's not. No, he's
6
dead.
up.
Next one is only 1, so we'll do the last lot on that as well. So you've
So you
got
failed
3 in total.
that one.
Kill 3.
Killed 3.
Perfect.
So we're going to leave the Sarge alive.
Cool, which is the guy in the middle.
Yep.
And so I'll do my 3 inches to get closer to you, and also he's only got a chainsaw, doesn't he?
Yeah, he hasn't got the
I'm not
relic
giving
one.
that. Like so, now we're in base contact with your boy. So the point of me doing that is I just got 6 inches extra movement that I can do almost what I want with, because of the way the night base works. I'm now really deep in your deployment zone. You've got some fighting back to do.
I have. So, because you've actually charged me, I get a shock assault. So I get 3 attacks off the Sarge, and then 2 off normal bloke. Hitting on 3s.
You get an
You get
addition.
2 extra attacks.
Yeah, for a shock assault.
If that was a shock assault.
Yeah, so just an extra 1 goes through.
6s.
6s. No.
Okay. And that is then now the end of my turn.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Can't fight.
Nope, can't fight at all. So, in the end of that, we will come back with turn 2 Iron Hands. Right then, so end of Iron Hands turn 2 movement. So what have you done then, Tom?
Well, lots of debating and movement and re-movement. So down here, I've hidden my engineers, so they have to take indirect fire only, which is kind of good, because there's still some missile pods aiming at me.
Good choice.
Move the ironclad out, because I need to get that seismic hammer doing something. If I can get close enough and I can charge and he survives, I might get lucky.
Yeah.
And we're into me. Over here, I need to deal with this elephant in the room that is in my back lines.
Don't call Nessie an elephant.
So
Sector that away.
I've fallen back, but I'm still getting engineers because I'm still on the point.
Incessors?
Yep, even though there's only 2 of them left. Turned the Leviathan around. I brought the bike captain up as well. And then we're just going to go for a Hail Mary in there and hope that you don't decimate yourself, which you're probably going to do, but
Could happen.
I can see that coming.
Kind of the Overwatch Leviathan to death.
Yeah.
It will explode. Kill your character. Play for the long game.
With the lost suppressor, he's only on a wound. He's more just covering this quarter from any shots. So he's just moved and he's controlling the point, because at the moment I do have hold more.
You do.
At the moment, until that goes nuclear and everyone dies, and then that's it.
Ben's going to go second in ITC. You always going to get hold more if you're good.
So, on to my psychic phase. I'm going to put +1 to shoot on the whirlwind,
Okay.
because I can cast twice.
You can cast twice.
So I'm going to put +1, because it's only a 5 up, because it's on Titanic. Which I definitely
It's
do.
good.
Happy days.
Now shooting on a BS2. And because I've moved, the knight's now my visible target. So I'm going to try and smite him. Oh, mighty smiter.
Oh! Cool. So how many wounds?
How many wounds?
What should be a 1?
This will be a 2 now.
4? Yeah, take that.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Fine. Not using scrap for that.
Brilliant then, so that's the end of psychic and movement. On to shooting. Right then, so starting off then, shooting phase with Leviathan. Where's that going, Tom?
Everything into the nightstand in front of him.
That's a good shout.
So I'm going to start with the flamers, because I never get to use them, so this is exciting. So 2d6.
Not bad.
Ooh.
Not bad at all. So 3, 6, 9.
Wounds
Oh,
on 5.
really on 5.
That's
Not
all
bad
right.
at all. It's 4. And of course they are -2 in Devastator.
2 ones.
Oh yeah, 2. That's the hit. I didn't get to reroll.
Is he not left-handed?
Oh, he is.
He's lieutenant.
Thank you for telling me.
Alright.
And one
There
more.
we go.
Yeah,
That's fine.
it makes all difference.
5 -2s.
4 to save because this guy's
Yep.
got the Iron Bulwark. And 4 go through, it's down to 60. Right, when you get
Chip
the
on.
dodgy rolls out now, every single shot from that flipping grab thing.
Okay, so next is the grav. So D3 shots. I'm going to throw off the table.
That's 3 shots.
Oh, that's double 5.
Brilliant.
So hit on 2s, rerolling 1s across. All hit.
All hit.
And 3s to wound, rerolling 1s for the lieutenant.
Nice.
All go through.
Right, 4s. 2 will go through,
Ooh.
that will be 10 damage. We will CP one of them. He's good, takes 5, down to 11. Still got a lot of guns over here though.
Yep, because now I've got the Storm Array Cannon. No 1s to reroll, but all hit.
Dang.
And then a 5s to wound. Of course, we want the 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice. So on 4s again. It's very cocked.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh, what a save! What a save!
Safety nay. It's that story, Cannon. That's a no!
Okay, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, I'll let that slide. We'll let it slide. Alright, so, Suppressor, going to go into him.
Yeah.
It's 2 shots. I reroll the 1. 2 hits. 1 wound.
4s. No,
Two
down
damage.
to 9 now. Single digits.
Yeah. Then the Thunderfire Cannon into him.
Okay.
Because I need to try and really hurt him.
Oh, dude.
Ooh!
Oof.
That's just
9, 10, 11, 12.
Well, 11.
11.
But
Yeah. So 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Reroll the ones.
I don't know why enhanced players even bother rolling to hit with that.
Yeah.
It's just all
When it's
I've
all
got
hits.
this many hits. That's fine.
But now 5. Which
It's good.
another 4.
Or possibly even 5.
5. Yep.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Hey, at least
That's
it's only
4 more.
1 damage though.
Speaking of 5, he's down to 5.
Down to 5. Oh. Bolt pistol off the lieutenant. Hits. Doesn't move. Bolt gun off the Master of the Forge. There's not a bolt gun.
He's got a plasma pistol, or plasma cutter as well, hasn't he, on the server arm?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's got a plasma.
He's totally
He's got
overcharged that and shoot me.
Slay myself. But
Down if you
I
are.
would- No, I'll be hitting on 3s. But I
Why?
do reroll 1s.
Do you not hit on 2s normally?
He's hitting on 2s. He's
Hitting on 2s, yeah,
technically
because I roll once. So I can't. Knowing the way I've been rolling, I'm gonna probably still blow myself up. Let's go for it.
Do you roll once if it's not a heavy weapon?
No, it's not heavy. No, I won't do.
Yeah. Nearly let you
Is it
know
worth
about
it,
that
Tom?
there.
Is it worth it?
Yeah, screw it.
Let's go for it.
You're firing your plasma. You reroll. You go for it. He hits.
Yep.
Oh, nothing to be worried about.
Now 4s.
I think he's
I'm out 6.
I mean, it was close.
You still get the other weapons because the plasma cutter is assault.
Assault weapon.
It's assault weapon, not a pistol.
Yeah. So I get my bolt gun.
Yeah.
So 2 shots.
2 hits.
2 hits. No wounds.
No.
I believe he's got a flamer as well.
He does.
Would I be able to shoot a flamer?
It's 8-inch range, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely.
Yeah.
So flamer. 4.
It's only a normal flamer, so it's.
Yeah.
New.
Fortunately not. You got your bike captain now.
Yeah, bike captain. Twin bolts. Reroll the. Oh no, no reroll.
No, he's a captain.
He's captain.
He rolls those anyway, so.
No, not.
And then 6s, but I get to reroll the 1. Into another 1. Wow, that's a big one. They're dead.
At least they haven't backed off the wall. It's not dangerous.
Okay, so in terms of my shooting that I've got left, can't fire my intercessors, I've still got my whirlwind, and
I'd say you got line of sight on your
I
dreadnought.
have got line of sight with a hurricane bolt.
Oh yeah.
So I'll do whirlwind first, into the same guy.
Yep.
So 2d3.
Nice, 5 shots.
Oh. Hitting on 2s,
Yeah.
rolling 1s. All hit.
Okay.
And now 5s.
2. Cool.
2.
Back to 4 pinballs. And both go through. I had 5 wounds. Is it D3 damage each?
No.
Flat 2.
Back 2. A wound.
1 wound left.
I'm alive!
Bolter him.
Yeah.
Bolter him.
Hurricane bolt. Actually, you should be in range for the multi-melter.
It's a melter gun.
Melter
Yeah.
gun. Melter
I'm
gun.
not in range of the mouth.
No, it's
No.
only 12.
12 inches. So here's the hurricane bolter. Oh. Okay. 6 shots.
12 shots.
12 shots, yeah.
Because you
Dreadnought.
Glad to
always get bolter discipline with dread.
I always forget that. That's actually my biggest downfall. Okay. 12 shots. Hit on 3s.
Okay.
Bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, I've missed a few. And there's no rerolls over there, I guess.
No. Now for 6s.
Yeah. There is
There's
one.
a 6.
There's 1.
Right. If I don't roll a 3, I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna roll a 6 and boss.
Yeah, probably. Rolls the 6.
He rolls a 6.
Rolls the 6. Awesome. So he's still alive on 1 wound and basically soaked everything.
Charge me.
Charges. Cool, so I'm going to charge with the Leviathan,
Yeah.
as he is less likely to die.
You say less likely.
Yeah.
Certainty he's going to die.
So my charge roll is
Right.
5.
So you'll get in.
I'll
That's
definitely
enough.
get in, but now you get to overwatch the hell out of me.
Let's start with the thermal cannon. How many shots will I get?
3. I was hoping not to see
Trip
a
6.
Okay.
Only got
It's a
one
6.
6.
Okay.
3's to wound. It is a wound. Minus a million, but you got
So
area.
4 of them then.
He's good.
Oh.
Right. Gatling gun. 1 hit. Faster wound. Stubber. No hits. Missiles. 1 shot. Missed. And a heavy flamer. 3 auto hits for 1 wound. He's good.
He's good.
Right, you're in.
He's going to go there.
Cool.
My bike captain's going to come in. On 7. Oh,
Or an 8.
8.
8.
Stacks of room.
Yeah, I want to be on the
Ooh, look that way.
want to be on the point, don't I, for Postal Man.
Ah, yes, you do, yeah. The black and white cat would really fit your army's theme, you know.
It would. It would.
Then the Master of the Forge is going to come rolling up as well.
He loves it.
He loves it. 5.
If you get within 6, you've got stacks.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's going to go over here.
Cool.
Cool.
If you put me in base contact. Yes, you're bike captive.
Yeah.
Cool. Because you can heroic intervene even if you're within an inch of enemy. And it gives you just more movement options. So.
I don't think I'm going to plough anyone else in.
Cool.
Because I do want to try and keep some people out of the nuclear explosion that's probably coming my way. Because, you know. God.
I can call upon 6s, so I can have the power.
Okay, so starting with the Leviathan.
Yeet.
I only get 2 attacks. Plus 1. Because I don't have a siege claw.
That's right.
So, hitting on 2. All hit.
Good.
Winning you on 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be strength 8. Roll the dice, we'll see what happens with the dice, and then.
Well, no. I think he's all right then.
You only just barely wounded me 3 times. Right, 3 is. Ooh.
Ooh.
So I survived the Leviathan, which brings me to an important decision now.
Do you interrupt?
If I do, and I kill both of those for 2 command points, which is
It's definitely
possible,
doable.
Yeah,
but
definitely
that's
doable.
like 5 wounds apiece.
Yeah. 3 up in bun
Yeah.
and flat with just 3
He's just got a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Luckily he's not Blood Angel, so there's not a ton of
Yeah, I know,
attacks.
right? You have 4 of you.
Do you want me to come back and have a think?
No, we're going to do it.
We're going to do it? Alright then.
We're going to go big. We're going to blow all of my command points. So I had 3 CP.
They're gone.
Don't need those anymore. So
At least you're not exploding!
I'm going to roll 6 naturally in a minute. We're going to spend 2 CP to interrupt.
Okay.
Then we're going to spend our last CP for the House Crash stratagem,
Okay.
Controlled Aggression, which is the best name for stratagem ever.
It is a quality name.
Any 6 I roll to hit becomes 2 hits.
Okay.
We're going to split our feet.
Summit the feet.
We're going to double drop kick like that. We're going to put 3. No, we'll just split them half and half. Sorry, let's go for the fun. So we're going to do the Tech Marine first.
Okay.
So 6 attacks,
Okay.
currently hitting on 5s,
Yep.
re-rolling for House Crash.
Yep.
This is why I've used a stratagem, because I'm re-rolling 1s, 2s, 3s and 4s to try and get 6s. So at your Tech Marine, we've got 3 hits. This is better than I hoped it would be anyway. Made that 4 hits. No 6s, but that's okay.
Yeah.
2's to wound. That's 3. It's minus 2, D3 apiece.
So 5 up.
4 up.
4 up.
4 up.
You get an Artificer armor.
Ooh.
Okay. So, yeah, this is going to hurt.
3d3 damage, 4 wounds each. 4 wings? Yeah.
And he's gone.
And the quarterback is toast.
So how many?
5.
5.
I thought you were feeling pain.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
Dice gods, please.
Where are these sixes?
You got 1.
You got
It's
one.
Oh,
not
it's not enough.
Bump.
Bunk.
Right, now we're trying to kill the bike captain.
This can be a lot more.
A little bit trickier.
So we've got no hits so far. So I'm going to roll 3 6s. No, I'm not.
You're
I'm
on
gonna
I'll
roll
still
one.
get extra on.
But I get 3 hits. Maybe that's what I meant to say. So, wounded on 3s, because you're T5, and we got 2 that go through. You got 3 up in bonds.
Yep.
Oh.
We do 3.
Oh,
It's a good
ready
start.
for no pains.
Wow.
Oh, fair play.
Okay.
Felt a lot less pain than your tech marine, who's currently 8 miles up.
He's gone.
That's just a wall in the way. Oh, that's really unfortunate, isn't it? Right,
No, he just went through the window. That's fine.
Oh, is that it? Brilliant. There's a wall in the way there. So, you get to attack me back finally.
Awesome. So he gets 4 attacks base,
Yeah.
+1 for shock,
Yeah.
and +1 for timing a chainsaw.
There's definitely some shock here.
Shock and awe. Hitting on 2s,
Yeah.
they get to reroll the 1s.
He's a captain.
Oh yes, I do actually. 4 hit.
Nice.
So now 6 to wound.
Oh,
No.
well, there is one.
There is 1.
Dum dum dum.
Go on then.
Oh!
Oh!
Let's roll 6 now then. No.
No.
The captain prevails. Just.
That's not the end of the fight phase though.
No, there is. Now I get to select an attack. So I'm going to do 50 attacks from
The drop pod.
I'll let you have 100.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. What
I
do you
have to roll 7s.
No.
Actually, it's dash dash, so it's not
Yeah.
existent.
Not existent.
But I think I hit you automatically.
Yes, you do.
So I'm just going to roll for wounds
Yep.
with the chainsaw of death. So strength 16.
Yep.
No, it's not. It's strength 14. I
And
lied.
I'm tough
You're
as
tough as 7.
7.
So still 2 for wounds.
6.
So it's 3.
Drop pod 7 and 6.
Right, even better. That's 3 that go through. It's -3, flat 6.
Cool. So I get 6 up save.
You do get 6 of save.
So 3 6-ups. Coming right up. Or I roll triple 1 and do the exact reverse.
Oh, no, that's not good.
So that's 18 damage again.
And I don't explode.
You get your feel no
I
pains?
do get 18 feel no
I mean,
pain.
just roll what you've got in your hand and we'll see what we've got, right?
No, he's dead.
now I can open the doors.
Now you know I've just opened them for you. It's a tin opener.
That's what it is.
So he gets a 3 to consolidate. Nearest enemy is downrange there. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to move him like this. So he's got definitely on the objective. Just means that I've got some extra free movement. There's nothing to be definitely taking shake out of that.
Brilliant then.
That is the end of my turn.
Alright then, Tom. So, what points have you scored down?
So, in terms of points, I would have got kill 1.
Yes.
Yep.
I currently hold more.
Yes. And of course hold.
Hold. I also score 2 recon.
Recon?
Which you don't have as a
No.
secondary.
Engineers.
I'd say.
Engineers.
Score 1 because
There you go.
both of these are within your
Your
deployment
deployment
zone.
zone. So I score 1. I also get postman, because postman Pat is deciding to come round and actually deliver something now.
Cool.
And yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Nice.
Brilliant. So we'll tot up the scores and we'll be back with night movement on turn 3. Alright then, so end of night's movement phase. Jay, what was the plan?
So, plan this turn is ideally to eliminate this because there's no more duty of turn off, so we can hopefully just
Yep.
nuke Leviathan. But what I really want to do is take out some of the engineers. I've moved my warlord laterally so he's got line of sight to this unit of engineers in the building. He's got plenty of sight on the Leviathan as well. We've got things like the missile pods we can use to try and kill this unit. We'd have to be a little bit lucky to get them as well, but we'll give it a shot. So his main targets are there, and then that's why he's moved that way. The Halfring stayed on this objective, so I can get an engineer's point if I want to at the end of the turn, as long as I don't shoot with him. Hasn't got many targets, but just in case I need it, we've left it there. It's also going to give me 1 point for hold. You're certainly going to get hold more this turn. There's not enough guns to take out enough units, essentially. This guy, the Paladin, though, is coming back up the table. He's got line of sight on Leviathan. He's got a little bit of line of sight just on the edge of the Whirlwind. And obviously we've got this one lonely suppressor we're trying to get for an easy kill. So hopefully we can take out this, hopefully that, maybe even this as well if the first one goes really well.
Alright then, so that is the end of movement. We will come back with shooting. Alright then, so into shooting then. We're starting off with this knight here. He's putting everything bar the thermal cannon into Tom's engineer squad. And then the thermal cannon is going into the back of Leviathan.
Absolutely. The other thing as well is the missiles are going to hit 1 unit 2 because they don't need line of sight, hoping to kill them with a lucky shot. So
makes sense.
With the missiles, we get 3 shots, hit on 3s for 2 hits, wounded on 3s for 1 wound, -1 damage 2. But you give it
He's all good.
Thermal cannon. Here's where I explode him.
And then the explosion kill. Yeah, I can see where you're going.
We get 2 shots.
The 2's coming back.
Feels preordained. We have got 2 hits, 3s to wound for 2 wounds. You're only for a pinball.
England.
So this is
Double
Ooh.
says no.
So you out of 18.
I am.
So it's just 2d6 damage for 7.
7.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Halfway.
No.
But you're not degraded. But...
No, but he has 16 wounds. I think.
Really?
Damn. Maybe
Okay.
We'll double check it.
Cool. Gatling gun into the intercessors in the cover over there. 12 shots. Hitting on 3s. It's average. Wounded on 3s. Pretty good. So you got 6 to make, mate. -2. So you're on 4s. 3 will go through.
3 will go through.
Damage 2. So I'll keep count of these. And you
So,
draw your turn of
First one,
He's
1
dead.
dead. Second one, dead. Third one, dead.
Nice. Nice. Got heavy stuff. Let's try and kill 1 more if we can. 3 hits. 4s to wound. Only 1. And you bossed that side.
What's that?
Loves it.
Perfect.
So we have possibly forced a morale to kill 1 extra. I was hoping for the unit, but it wasn't to be. I think that's all his guns. So when they move on to this lad here, can we find out how many wounds he's got left?
We certainly can do. So we'll pause for a second and we'll come back. Right then, back with the second knight then. So what's the plan with this one then, Jay?
So this guy is going to put everything he's got into him, with the exception of the battle cannon, which is going into the Leviathan. The Leviathan does have.
I think he might
7
need the
wounds
battle
left.
cannon as well.
Yeah. I didn't think about it, if I'm honest. But I reckon the anti-fly gun might actually be bloody useful.
Yes,
It could be.
Let's give it a go, right? So, Icarus cannon at this little lad here. 4 shots hit on 2s because you're a
Awesome.
flyer. Still missed 1. Didn't roll a 2. And 3 wounds, -1 damage.
Perfect.
So, 4 up.
Ooh.
Okay.
You might want that battle cannon.
Stubbers. They're not hitting on 2s. Winning on 4s, you're going to die to Stubbers. You've only got 1 wound left.
That's true.
You might die to Stubbers.
4 stubber shot. Any minus on that?
No.
So 3 up.
No, almost heals you.
Oh,
Yep, there we go.
nice. 2 feel no pain, or are they 2 damages?
It's 1 damage apiece, mate. They're absolute trash.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, he's definitely dead.
Christ for that. Right, battle cannon. Number of shots. 4. That's
Not great.
not perfect. It will have to do. Right, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Knight. Okay. Halfring can't see anything. So we'll just keep it for an engineer's point. That's fine. End of my shooting phase. End of the turn. So
Okay.
I got kill 1. I got hold 1. I got engineer's point. Cool. That's that.
Perfect then. So we'll come back with Iron Hands. Alright then, so end of movement then for the Iron Hands. What's the plan then, Tom?
Okay, so what I've done is I've moved the Ironclad a bit with some major optimism that he might not survive, but hopefully he does, because then he is in optimal threat range of where that knight can end up. And if I happen to get into combat, I know my seismic hammer is damage 5, Might be able to kill him. Probably, maybe.
Good
Done it
shot,
before.
man. Good shot.
But he's probably just going to get a thermal cannon in the face. But what I've done here is I've moved my Leviathan out of his thermal cannon threat range, so I cannot be shot next turn. Can be indirected, but at least facing a battle cannon. I'd rather face the battle cannon at the moment than facing a thermal cannon. And I can get my shots off with the Storm Array. Okay, I'm not getting Grav off. But if you come this way, then Grav becomes the big threat to you.
Big time.
Move my Captain onto here. He's got 3-up save. He can survive a little bit better, but then he's also scoring Postman. Also getting Engineers, still just. So, Psychics. I'm going to put a +1 to hit onto.
Yes,
Which
you
definitely gives up. And then I'm going to give him a +1 save. Which I
Oh, yeah, you have.
Okay, this is going to matter.
D3. Oh.
Oh.
Afraid of 6 is coming.
Yeah.
Feel no pain.
So-
Feel no pain for the migraine. He's got migraine relief.
Oh.
He has got migraine relief.
He has. He takes 2. So he is down to just 3 wins.
Get a 5.
Oh no, it's 4. So he's down to 2. Cool. So at least he's got a +1 armor save at that.
Plus with the hit. And +1 armor.
Yeah,
It's
true.
all good.
So I'm going to start with the whirlwind because
Yeah.
it's now got to make its money back up. It's going to make you make that money.
Just cost you half a librarian.
Yeah. So I'm going to fire its missiles into the Helverin because it is wounded. It's also an engineer, so
Yeah.
I'm going to try and stop you from scoring.
Fine.
So 2d3 for shots.
4 is good.
4. Hitting on 2s.
Nice.
4s. Oh.
Ooh.
Damn.
He's woke up. Minus enough to put my impulse save.
Yep.
And they all go through.
So 4 damage. Oh, well, 4 go through.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
All 4 go.
So it's 2
8.
damage.
Yeah.
8 damage.
8 damage. That's 2.
Down to, ooh.
Oh, so Thunderfire. Can you kill it? Let's find out. So Thunderfire. 4d4 this. 4d3, sorry. Okay, not as good.
Yeah, but last time he got 11 shots, he's still reloading.
So 6 up. Hit on 2s.
Bet you miss it. Go on, miss it. No.
Oh.
And then, unfortunately, 5s. For 3.
That's enough.
2. Sorry.
Right.
That's
-2, yeah?
enough. -2. 1 damage piece. Oh, makes it with the 5 and a 6.
They come in, the little arm gun just bangs the shots back.
He was loving it. Okay. So, Storm Cannon Array. 2, 4, 6, 8.
That's here, yeah?
Yeah, into the big dude. That's all they can see. The 10 shots. Great thing about Iron Hands, even though he is wounded, I still act as if I'm double wounds. Oh, 2
You missed
misses.
twice. He was very shaken by the thermal cannon to the butt.
Yeah. Then 5. But I do have a 1. So I get to reroll that. My lieutenant is nearby. So 2 at -3.
Both go through. 4 damage.
Nice. Nice little chip. Okay, that's the end of my shooting. There's nothing else that's in range. So I score no kill 1,
No.
but I do get hold 1 and hold more.
Yep.
And I also get engineers and postmen.
Yes, you do.
Awesome. So that's the end of my turn 3.
Nice,
And
man.
I'll say Nighty Night, turn 4.
Right then, so end of night movement. Jay, what was the plan?
So, Tom's very cleverly placed his Leviathan where this guy, the Crusader, can't see at this turn. Basically, you have to move all the way out to about here before he gets a shot in at the back. So we moved my Crusader out and around because I've got easy shooting on that, which is a character. It's going to score me 1 for Headhunter. It's also a decent target to kill anyway, 'cause it's quite dangerous with that seismic hammer. This guy is moved onto the middle objective, so that he's within 3 and controlling it at the start of my turn, which means he can be used as an engineer on that next turn if he doesn't fire. And that's if, it's quite important, the Halverin doesn't die. If the Halverin dies, I've got this as a backup plan. The Halverin has stayed within 3 of the objective, so he's still touching it. He's now also within cover, so against the indirect fire, which has no line of sight, obviously, and also has no like significant AP, he's going to get a 4-up save instead of a 5-up save. So that could be the one clutch thing that really keeps him alive. That's my movement. For shooting, probably start over there.
All right, then, so we will come back with shooting. Right then, kicking off then with this lovely knight here.
Absolutely. So he's going to fire a thermal cannon straight at the ironclad dreadnought. That hopefully will just be enough to deal with it. The Gatling gun is going into the Thunderfire because that's one of 2 threats that little boy over here's got. If I can stop that, then he's a lot more likely to survive. It's just one of these 2 things. He's going to put the heavy stubber into the gun as well, just in case it doesn't manage to sort it out with the Gatling. And then the missiles will come into this set of 2 intercessors. The reason I'm shooting at those instead of at those is because I can deal with those in close combat, maybe next turn if it comes to it. Also, if I kill those, we've got a lot of targets that are closer that are characters. I might be able to just snipe him off if they aren't.
Perfect.
So let's start with the Gatling gun, because I've got all the dice in my hand at the Thunderfire cannon, and we've missed twice, which is pretty tasty. Toughness?
5.
Okay.
So.
Only has 6 wounds as well.
So wing on 3s, so that's pretty tasty. That's 8. It's minus 2.
Ooh.
Got 4 up, so that's not bad. Okay.
We'll take that.
3 go through.
4. But
4, yep. Okay, can't count that.
that's 8 damage.
So, first 2.
You do it all at once.
Thank you.
Survey says no. Bloody close.
Very close.
Not far off.
Cool.
He is
That
dead.
is 6 wounds to a vehicle for picking up.
That is.
Very true.
Now I'm going to put the thermal cannon into the dread. 4 shots. 3 hits. 3's to wound. For 3. It's minus 4. Do you get an armor save?
No.
I'm within 18.
So,
So first one, 6.
6.
Second one is 3. The third one is 5. Just to be obnoxious. So you've got 14 wounds.
Good luck, Tom.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
I'm waiting for it to explode and kill those teeth.
If that happens.
Luckily, he doesn't explode on 5 and 6.
I think he might be dead, Tom.
I think it's just
Yeah,
barely
I made
scratched the
1.
surface. Yeah.
Okay.
That wasn't a 6, so that was okay.
Ooh,
Cool.
I'll take that.
So we've still got missiles left into this unit of 2. We get 5 shots. It's a
Oh.
good start. 3 that go through. And 2 that go through after that. It's minus 1. So 3 ups because of cover. And you save them both like a boss.
Perfect.
Cool. So we go on to this guy next. He's only really got 1 target, which is Leviathan. This is a character, and I'm pretty sure is much further away. So that was at 16. Yeah, even the Leviathan's too close to be able to get that. If I killed those 2, still wouldn't have mattered. So everything into the Leviathan. Let's start off with the crap guns, and then we'll get the battle cannon right there at the end. So we'll do the top guns, get the cue to Top Gun theme tune. We've got 1 hit because it's not a flyer. We've got a wound, it's minus 1 damage too. Got a wound. Stubbers. We'll do 6 damage of stubbers, just you wait. We have got 6 hits, it's a good start. I need 6s to wound because you're T8, and we got 3. So much better than I thought. Oh!
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 Yeah, feel no pain.
1 damage piece.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Felt that.
down to 5.
Battle cannon. It's 1 shot better than last time.
But it's enough.
It's potentially enough, yeah. That's less likely to be enough. Need 4s to wound, and we've got 3. Oh, we can do it.
Go on, Tom.
2 go through.
2 go through.
If you get... Yeah, no, you can still do it.
It's enough.
It is.
If you don't roll a 6 at 5 dice...
That Leviathan's dead.
Come on, let's go. No, betray me now. I think I'd betray me.
Oh, you get one!
Oh no.
Okay. But for the first time ever, a Leviathan Dreadnought is actually degraded.
Yeah.
Yes. What is his bracket actually, Tom?
Yeah. So it'll be on
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
So he's just on his lowest, right?
Yeah, be on his absolute lowest.
Damn.
Oh, we're gonna have to get book up now.
Okay, so that's all of the guns. I'm out of 12 for that. He's not going to shoot. He's out of charge range of everything but that container. Yeah, that's me done, dude. I got kill 2. I got hold. All good.
Nice.
Happy days. We'll move on to... Yes, and engineers. Brilliant. We will move on to Iron Hands. Alright then, so end of movement then, Tom. What's the plan of action?
Okay, they're only going to make a 7-inch charge. Okay, so end of movement. My Tech Marine's gone for a little run. He rolled a whopping 1 on his advance, so he will potentially be here by the end of the game.
Can he revive a dead one is the question.
Unfortunately not. But if I make it through with all the shots, potentially I could heal him by B3.
You could.
I'm still scoring engineers over here, so my intercessors have moved right up to the walls. They've got a 7-inch charge through a ruin, so they won't get overwatched.
Yeah.
To potentially tie up this guy. Also throwing my captain and my lieutenant right up, so I can throw crack grenades, reverse the whirlwind, did a bit of backwards drifting. So
you've reversed around the corner. He's doing his driving lessons.
Backwards drifting, that's definitely a new one. Love it.
So he's holding that. So I'm going to put the same old psychic powers, the +1 to shoot, and +1 for armor save.
He's got a headache still.
Yeah, so he's got 2 wounds, let's hope I don't parallel. So +1 to shoot. It's fine.
Just.
Very definitely goes
+1
off.
to save. Definitely goes off just, but he doesn't blow himself up this time.
Awesome.
So that is a buffed up whirlwind. Okay, so shooting. I'm going to start with a crack grenade from my captain.
Cool.
So, hits.
It's a hit.
Oh,
It's a
definitely a
wound.
wound.
-1 to be forced.
-2.
Oh,
It's devastated doctrine.
And then it's D6 or
D3.
D3.
Give over.
It's not a melter bomb.
Yeah.
And then the same off the left.
Wait, I think it said vortex grenade.
Oh, yeah. Well, Vortex of Doom, yeah, I can do that.
Lieutenant.
Lieutenant.
Missed.
Yeah, he's BS3.
Yeah.
So no rerolls. Ah, that's a shame.
Told you to write chapter mark.
Yeah, we did talk about that. Okay, so whirlwind into the Halberd because I need to try and get those last 2
He's
wounds.
gonna jink. You're good.
He's going to chink.
Take cover. So, a whopping
3 shots.
3 shots.
You need 1 to go through. It's fine, dude.
I do. Okay. Hit on 2s. All hit.
Not bad.
Wounding on 5s.
5s.
For nothing.
4s.
Fours.
Because he's 7.
That's a 7. So 1.
Right.
Here we
So
go.
I stood in cover.
Yeah.
Just to make this a 4 up.
Yeah.
So watch me roll a 3.
Yeah.
No,
No, it's 2.
Bang.
He does.
No. So that is Helverin gone.
At least I'm stopping, so at least I got kill 1. Alright, so he's down to 18 wounds on that night. So if I pump everything that my Leviathan has, I'm hitting on 4s.
He is wounded.
This is unknown territory for Leviathans. Although he used to be a blood angel, so it might be a use
That
thing
could
that
be
happens
why.
for.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with the grab. And I get 3 shots.
Again.
Ooh.
Been pretty consistent.
Very consistent. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. 1 hit. Enough.
Reroll
When you
ones.
reroll
Reroll that one.
Doesn't hit.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, 3's to wound.
Nice.
Does wound.
5 up.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah! He makes it.
Grab,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
How about a 7?
openly in these. So 10 shots.
I'd have been immobilised by that as well.
Yeah. So 10 shots from the Storm Ray. Hitting on 4s, rerolling any 1s.
Okay, that's good. There's a few misses in there.
Yeah, there's quite a few. It's weird when you're not.
Do it
hitting
here on
with
2s.
Okay, so 4. So 5s.
Yeah.
1.
That's one.
Okay.
1.
So 5 again.
Oh!
Oh!
He's loving it.
That's enough from you. You box.
Okay, so I'm going to have to go big. And I'm going to have to hope I can make the shot. That's all my shooting for this turn. Okay, so intercessors first.
To be fair, I thought you'd do a little bit more damage than that.
Yeah, I
I
was
thought you
hoping
were
as
getting
well.
down to like 5.
Yeah, I was really hoping the same thing. Okay, so intercessors first. I got
Yeah.
a 7-inch charge.
Oh, watch your bad language.
Not with that.
That's not.
4
a 7.
is not enough.
Okay.
Okay, so who is less likely to die? Probably my captain.
I was about to say, probably
Has got 3.
Postman Pat's probably less likely to die.
Postman Pat's going to go in.
Well, before you roll a charge, do you even need to? I can't heroic intervene.
No,
You're contesting that objective. I currently hold none in the battle round. You've already got hold
not
more.
scoring postman.
Oh yeah. Oh, and you'll die next turn.
Yeah, gonna have to.
All right, captain's going in, then, is he?
Yep, captain's going in.
You've made the charge in heroic fashion. Let's see if the battle cannon's going to wake up now and do more than 5 shots.
Oh!
Was that a 10?
That was
Oh,
10.
I'm an iron hand. I hit on 5s. You know what? In iron hand.
Iron hand.
We got 1 hit.
Okay.
It is a wound.
It was a wound. 3 up
See
in
if that
front.
shield's big enough.
It's not.
It's
Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
2.
Is that 2? Shield's not big enough. Damage is. Well, 1, but I rolled bloody 2. Is.
Oh, I did see a 6.
2s. What's the 2s
Okay.
again? Right. The top gun missed. The stubbers missed. There we go. Job done.
Cool.
He's made it.
So
You're
I'm
in.
going to spin around and drift. That was a cracking show. And I wish they would bring it back.
No, it should stay in Nostalgia Land. That should be it.
Okay, do I throw the lieutenant in?
Look at it from the perspective of he's dead next turn.
Yeah.
Get some money out of him now.
Yeah,
As well,
so
right?
yeah, lieutenant's going in. He's not going to get overwatched. So, ooh,
He's in.
7. So he'll just go and plonk right next.
Jumping flip.
Okay, so captain first,
Okay.
because you can't interrupt. 5 attacks.
6.
6 because you got shock shot and chainswords.
Glad someone's awake
That
today.
was 7. So
Yeah.
Let's re-roll them.
re-roll that because you rolled a 1
Yeah.
on the first one. There you go.
There.
Single hit. It's good. 60s. Re-rolling ones.
Rerolling the 1. Into a 1.
Okay. Replaying the ones. Just broke top.
Yeah, I've broken them.
Okay, lieutenant.
This is a broken man.
Yeah. 4 attacks with shock.
How many did you get base?
3? Or was it 4?
4 attacks.
4. So shock gives him 5, and then chainsaw gives him 6.
There you go.
Okay, hit on 3s. Rerolling 1s again.
Hit on 2s.
Hit on 2s. Yes, actually.
Hits on 2s in combat. 3s from shooting. Catches a lot of people out.
Yeah, so actually it's hit everything. Okay, here we go. 6s. Reroll the 1s. I've actually scored a 6. We have 1.
I made it.
He's all good. He is all good.
Meh. Okay,
Are we
so
sword fighting?
we are. Or are you going to try and stomp me out of existence?
I've got a bigger sword than you.
Okay.
I'm going to put 2 sword attacks into the left hand,
Yeah.
simultaneously dropping Captain in the face.
Are you going to have a repeat of the tech marine flying across the map?
It's a bit like the people's elbow, I think, because he's going to be sword downwards when his feet go out. So here we are. Right, sword attacks against your lieutenant.
Okay, am I going to smell what you're cooking?
That's 2 attacks. You're going to smell nothing but engine oil in a minute, mate. And that is definitely 2 wounds.
Yeah.
It's -3, so you do get a save.
Okay. This is on the lieutenant.
Lieutenant, yeah. Okay, that's good. You made one. It's only 6 damage. It's not 12, which is good. That would have been maybe tricky to get the killer paint.
Okay, I do have 4 wounds.
Yeah, you got to make 3 6s.
I need 3 6s. And I made 1.
You did make 1. It was a good start.
He is very much dead.
Now we're hitting on 3, sorry, re-rolling for craft against your captain.
Yep.
Oh, we did miss one. It's the elbow action, that's what's putting
Yeah.
on. 3's to wound, and we only got 1.
Ooh.
It's still enough. It's not 3 pinball.
Oh! You got 3 wounds.
Easy again, right. 5 up. No, only 2.
Oh!
Let's go through though.
It's down to a single wound.
Cool.
Uno wundo.
That's fine, I can live with that. Because now he's a very easy kill for next turn. I've already got kill more in this turn. So
Yep.
we're all
Because
right.
I've only killed 1.
Cool.
Cool, so it's the end of my turn. So I score kill.
Yeah, we go.
Yep.
Hold.
Hold.
Yeah.
Hold more.
Yes, you do. But I got kill more.
You did get kill more. I also get engineers and
Postman.
postman. Woohoo! Postman tap.
Nice one.
Brilliant then, so we will kick off into knights then. Alright then, so end of knight's movement then, Jay. What have you done?
It didn't take very long. I had 2 models. The warlord has rushed up the board. He's holding this objective. Well, he's not holding an objective because there's 2 sneaky boys in here, which we will hopefully kill in the fight phase. But it's on that objective, so that's one of the 20 for my bonus. The other one is this one here. This guy's fallen back from combat. He's just over an inch away from the captain. He's also just over an inch away from the last 2 engineers from this unit hidden in the building. The plan for this turn is to kill those 2 units, the captain and the guys, this guy, those, and hopefully also this as well, which will leave us with both 2 models each, which is fair then.
Yeah, I think
that's the way the game works.
Yeah, I think that's a not so fair fight.
You're Iron Hands.
True, I am the irony of hands.
It beats everything. This is true. Right, so move on to my shooting phase if you're ready.
Yep, we can carry on then.
Cool, so I'm going to go with that guy first. He's going to put the thermal cannon across the table into this. We will just double check the range, but it should be good. Yeah, well in range. So thermal cannon into this tank, everything else into here. Yeah, everything else into there.
Yeah, sounds good.
So,
Well, at least I'm getting a 6-up save on the wall.
you are indeed. Gatling cannon. Again, not bad. He's 5 to wound though. Oh, God, I'm dropping 6s. Look at that. Honesty pays off. We got 2. So 2 at -2, damage 2.
Okay. So, first 2.
1 goes through. It's 2 damage. Need to get boxcars to keep him in.
Oh!
Does he go bang?
He does, hopefully not. Oh, that's 5 and a
This is
6.
5. No, he's good. He's good. Damn, I thought you had that then. That was right, thermal cannon, downrange, into the whirlwind, revenge for the Halverin. One shot.
That's all it takes.
It's not, he's got 2 wounds. It is a hit, and it is a wound. You do get a 6-up save for your sneaky +1 armours.
Oh, it's a 5.
So,
5.
A6 is 4. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Can't complain. Right, just got this guy left.
Yep.
Can't see those 2 because there's a building in the way. So he's going to put all of his guns into this. So do the battle cannon. 7 shots, back down to a more reasonable level. 3s. That's not great. 3s again. That's 2. -2, so you're on 4.
Yep.
1 goes through. 4, 1. So that's 5 in total.
6 up, nothing.
Did you take your filling paints from that first 4?
I don't think you did, no.
Chuck them out, see what you get.
Oh,
Save one.
save one.
Nice, so he's taken 4, he's got 6 left.
Yeah.
They might have 11 wounds, we'll double check. Right, stubbers. All the damage, not the damage. Not the damage at all. Shotgun. Cue the theme tune.
Not the daddy.
They don't hit because you're not a flying whirlwind. Not primaritified yet. 1 wound, -1, damage 2. So it says yes. Well,
Bing, bing, bing.
so going into the charge phase, we start off with that guy charging the 2 lonely boys in the ruin. Can they see? They probably can. Should be able to.
No, I wouldn't say I can. I'm going to draw from...
One of them can see.
1?
Yep.
So 1 doesn't.
On 6 we've made it. Going to go to just there, not in base contact because A, there's a wall, but also we give ourselves a bit more manoeuvrability room. And then over here we're going to charge both the 2 guys in the building and El Capitan on his magical bike.
So our Capitan's going to throw a crack grenade. And do nothing.
It's not.
And the guys can't shoot you.
We rolled a 4, which is about 3 inches too many. So we just do that, so within an inch of these guys, so inside the building, we can fight through the wall, and within an inch of your captain on that objectivo.
Why, you're falling into my trap. Out of my tech marine coming for you. Next turn!
People's elbow was so good last time, I'm going to do it again here. But first, I'm going to stamp all over those like Michael in Flatley. Unleash the power of the river dance. He's going to consolidate 3 right to there. Come in for you, Billy. Hitting on 3s, you're rolling for crest. So that wasn't bad, we've got 11 hits. Winning on 2s. That's 10 at -2, D3 piece, mate.
Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
It has not gone well.
No.
Actually, it's gone very well.
It has not gone too bad, but there are
It's
only
not
2
gone well
left.
for me. Okay,
Okay, the 4 6s and a 5.
So, go on 1 at a time, because it's multiple wounds. So 3 potential on the first guy.
Dead.
He's dead, and then the other guy takes 8. He's
Watch him see.
likely okay, I feel. He's got a bandage and everything.
He's got this. He
He's
has not got this.
No, he's not got this at all.
started with it and then finished it firmly on top of his face.
Tried to do an angron and stop it, but failed.
Do that with our consolidate, and it just menacingly point a thermal cannon at your tech.
Menacing point to the thermal cannon.
So over here, we tried the people's elbow last time.
People's elbow again.
I'm thinking that, or like the flying splits, where we do 1 foot there and 1 foot there, kind of like Van Damme in some of his movies. Yeah, why not? Right, 6 attacks on your captain. Reroll for crest. 6 hits. 3's to wound because he's on a bike. Oh, his BMX has saved him really well. 2.
Oh. Oh, he makes
That's
He's lying!
Right, and then the other guys all hit, and then 2s this time because they're not on BMXs. 5. 2 have gone through. That was lucky.
That's not bad.
The first one, 2 damage. Second one, 3 damage.
Oh.
Oh, damn you. The flying splits was not a good fighting manoeuvre. Should have gone.
1 on the wound.
Right then, Tom, you get to do a bit of fighting back then.
Yeah, so captain of my captain gets 4 base. Plus 1 for shock, because technically you charge me.
Yep.
Plus my chainsaw. Reroll the 1.
It's good.
Oh, good. Okay, that's 6s. Oh,
It's
2.
better than mediocre. No, it's not. Sorry.
He's good.
And then the Sarge gets 3 attacks.
Oh, he loves it.
Not so much.
Not totally loves it.
Did that the wrong way around.
Okay. Cool, well that's the end of my turn. I got kill for those guys there and Leviathan, so I killed 2 units this turn.
Yep.
I have got hold for that one there,
Yep.
but over to you.
Bro.
Alright then, so we will return with Iron Hands. Right then, returning at the end of Iron Hand's movement, Tom, please explain.
Right. So what I've done is I've moved out of combat with my captain, but I'm still on the point, so I'm contesting that. Which is stopping Jay from scoring yet. I did consider coming over here, but Jay hasn't maxed Headhunter, and I still have 3 characters on the board, so he's going to have to kill one of them. I don't want to give it up in my turn. I'd rather him have to come and get me. Right, he's probably just going to thermal cannon me in the face, but, you know.
Every opportunity that happens, you might just win.
So, I've moved my Tech Marine over a bit more, so he's got to come this way, and at least I can fire a plasma shot at him, maybe wound him, and do nothing. My Intercessor's fallen back onto the point, so he is holding that. And my Whirlwind is adjusted, so my Psychic can come around the corner and try and throw a smite at the wounded knight. And that's about it. There's not much left on the board at all. Okay, so Psychic powers. Let's start with Smite.
Yeah. It's good.
You're playing a dangerous game,
I'm
Tom.
playing a very dangerous game. So, D3.
Nice. That's 16.
16. Okay, and I'm going to put +1 to shoot now on the Whirlwind because it is damaged.
Yes.
Which goes off.
Nice.
Just. Whew. So it's hitting back on 3s now instead of 4s.
It's been taking 4 wounds just to be on.
It will be on top
On top
bracket.
bracket, so
So we sit on
So when it's
2s.
an iron hand, an iron hand.
Iron, yeah. So I'm going to fire all the missiles into the wounded guy. So 2d3.
3. It's not
3.
bad.
It's a start.
Yeah. Hitting on 2s.
Nice.
Wounding on 4s.
Nice.
5s.
5s though.
5s, yeah, so 2.
So. No saves.
4 damage.
Cool. He is bracketed. That's 12.
Nice.
And you don't have any CP left for Machine Spirit Resurgent.
No, the machine spirit is slightly dormant right now.
Yeah.
Shut back, having a stogie, and just relax.
So, Tech Marine is going to fire his plasma cutter at the knight.
Yeah.
And I'm going to overcharge.
Do it, man. Do it.
Because I'm giving it the point anyway.
Yeah.
So
So
I'll
I'll headhunter your turn.
Yeah. So, hits.
Ah, rats.
Woo!
4s.
Misses.
Okay. You've got Flamer and then you've got whatever the abilities
Flamer
got.
would be out of range.
Really? I reckon you could.
I think you're probably in range.
Yeah,
Okay, so Flamer.
Nice.
5 shots.
It's good.
2.
It's got 2 up armor saves, so it becomes 3s. 1 goes through.
One goes
Oh, it's normal Flamer.
It's normal Flamer.
Yeah,
Yeah. No.
it's fine.
Nice.
You got your
There's the
bolter.
fire.
Your bolter as well, Tom.
And then my bolter.
Good. Yeah, it's good. 2 up
Wings.
again.
Loves it.
Good.
Loves it. That is the end of my phase because there won't be any charges.
Oh, don't. Yeah, because the captain's fallen back, so you can't do anything.
So I don't get kill or kill more, which Jay definitely gets.
We did indeed.
But I do get hold more
Definitely.
And hold.
and hold. Well, I don't score engineers because I haven't started on my thing. But still, at least I scored 2 points. Cool. So we'll tally it up and come back to final turn for
Turn
next.
6.
Yeah, bring on turn 6. All right then. So end of last turn moving. Sorry for knights. Jay, what have you done?
This man, my warlord, has just moved around the building. He's still on that objective, so at least holding 1. This guy's moved out into the middle of no man's land. The plan is kill this guy with guns, kill this guy, the postman. Yes, I can still see him. Thank you for that. With guns, and then charge over here, get another kill, try to take both of these off. Happy days. We'll leave the Tech Marine just chilling. Maybe.
We'll see. We'll see.
So yeah, I'm ready to move on to shooting if you want.
Yep, we'll carry on.
Alright, I'm going to start with this guy here. He's going to put all the guns that he's got into that.
Cool.
Don't care about overkill. It's fine, because if he dies, it opens out these guys for him. So battle cannon, we get 7 shots again.
But so this is where you rolled a double 6.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I was as well.
That's not bad. He's degraded, so he hits on 4.
That's still pretty good.
Not bad. 2's to wound. That was pretty bad. 3 at -2, D3 apiece, dude.
3 5 up.
No, 2 go through for a total of 5. How much pain is he going to feel?
Probably quite a bit.
Come on, man. You can make this.
It's not feeling no pain, it's feeling agony right now. Oh, he's in agony.
Oh god,
he
he
took
is.
everything.
Yeah. His insides have become his outsides. So, go on to this guy over here. We're going to fire the missiles into the librarian.
Yep.
Because he's closer than the tank. We're going to fire the heavy flamer, the heavy stubber, and the thermal cannon there. And we rely on just the Gatling cannon to kill this one dude over here.
Seems legit. Let's
Why
carry
not,
on then.
right? So, Gatling gun. Yeah, we'll do the Gatling gun first. We'll save the thermal cannon until last.
Yeah.
So that's not bad at all. Liking that. Wounded on 3s, because it's BMX. There you go. So
BMX.
7. -2 on your big old shield. Doesn't matter.
So 7 3 ups. Come on.
That's 4 damage. You've got Furno Pains. This could be more agony.
Go on, Tom.
Oh,
Yeah,
6
he's
1.
dead.
Cut down in the line of duty.
Have it! Right, we're doing the missiles next at the librarian. He's got 2 wounds remaining. We get 2 shots. We get 1 hit. You know what? Haven't used it yet.
I was going to say, you haven't used your special
Cunning
reroll.
Commander reroll. I've been saving it for a special moment. And I feel sniping your librarian.
Is a special moment.
We'll save it for thermal cannon. 3's to wound. There we go.
Loves it.
-1, damage 2.
Oh.
Goes through.
Gets through.
Damage 2.
2 feel no pains then.
No,
Oh,
fell
He's
down.
dead.
Back shot for a missile. 360 no scope that. Heavy flamer, we get 5 hits. God, I'm going to roast him with this. You tried to flame me as well.
I did.
Flamers are no good.
No, we're not.
Do you not want to use your special reroll?
No. Heavy stubber.
2.
1 wound. Get 2 up save.
You good?
It's still good.
Still good.
Thermal cannon, number of shots. That's all it takes.
Oh.
Hitting on 3s.
Hits.
Wounding on 2s. Don't
Wounds.
even need to use the reroll.
No save.
No, 6 up save.
Oh, is it 6 up?
That's the opposite of the 6, Tom.
2d6 picking the highest.
Well, of course.
That'll do, pig. Lose my Cunning Commander reroll now, it was a 2. Okay, still that. That's only 5 dice. 1 more. Oh no, there is 6, damn. Couldn't see it.
Oh!
You got 4 wounds or 5?
We'll have to go check.
We'll have to
I can't remember.
He's in it's Schrodinger's tech marine over here. He's in a state of being dead and alive all at the same time.
So we'll come back with that. Yeah, he did.
He only has the 4. We double checked.
That's the end of him then.
That is.
Told Barry I was coming for. Right, I've got 1 thing left to do on my turn. This guy is charging this guy.
Cool.
You get to Overwatch with the Missiles of Doom.
What'd you get?
5 shots.
5.
Ooh.
And 3 hits because iron hands.
Yep. 10s. I'm going to strip you down.
No.
No, not.
No.
You're really not. There's no talk on that. He's charging now, and we get 5. That should be enough. Pretty sure I'm within 6.
Looks like it.
Yeah, we're within 6.
Yeah.
We're actually within 5. So, Kapunk. I am degraded. So, hit on 4s re-rolling.
You can use sword in the
I've got
fist.
6 wounds left.
I have.
Okay.
And 1 sword.
So, we're doing the sword. You know, I went to a tournament. I played 6 games with these. I used the sword once in the entire blooming tournament. So, I'm so glad I actually get used to that. Right, hitting on 4s, re-rolling for Crast.
Ooh.
I mean,
Right,
Okay.
That's pretty decent.
strength 14, so 2, so I shoot.
Yeah.
I'll do
So
it.
it's a -3, so you got 6s to save.
Go on, Tom. 6s.
The last moment of the game.
Nah, that's 18 damage. He's done 18 damage every time he's used the sword.
He's consistent.
Yeah,
He's very consistent.
I'm happy with it.
7, 12, 13, 14, 16. Oh. So,
Okay, makes 4.
16. 6 up.
18.
18.
6 up, actually.
Need 2 more.
18, 6 up. Coming round.
2, 3, 4.
I think he might be dead.
Statistically on point, but
See if you make another one. No.
No.
Ah,
And that is that then.
that's the end.
Good
What a
game, gentlemen.
What a game.
Cheers, pal.
Brilliant. We will come back with that after action report. Well done today, gentlemen. That was, in the end, Jay, you scored 31 points, and Tom scored 24. So, how do you think it went?
That was good. Yeah, I thought for me, pretty good considering my lack of experience, but.
ITC is great though, because you've come out of the game. This is the reason that I love ITC more than any other game type. You come out of the game and you've lost a game, but you scored 24 points. It feels like a massive achievement. You scored 24 points.
Yeah, and pushed it all the way.
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
the way.
Got to turn 6.
Yeah.
Well, half of turn 6 at least. Yeah, good game. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, like literally,
Great.
I thought like
fun.
I lost my repulsor first turn, and I was like, actually, you know what? You haven't shot anything else,
No,
and now I can just do everything else I need to do,
exactly that.
which is great. And
All I shot was a repulsor and some command points. That'll do.
yeah, that will do. But to be honest, like your night list is spot on. Does what it needs to do.
It's good. It's I think the only way to run a pure Knights Force at 2K.
Yeah.
There's another list that I'm considering with more Helverins, because now with the changes to secondaries, Big Game Hunter's still just going to score what it scores anyway. And you've got more chance at some board control stuff. But I think as soon as you don't have 4 big knights, that's it, it's too easy to kill.
Yeah, no, I can see where you're coming from.
So as soon as you lose 1, you're only ever down to 2,
Exactly. Right?
which is much easier to take on than just.
And you need 3 Crusaders. And the points that one of these costs doesn't divide up into armigers.
Nice.
Right in the Knights, it's like playing Tetris. You've got to fit everything into the columns. It just frequently doesn't work out.
No. Do you think you guys both pick your secondaries right? For fighting your opponent?
So I think definitely I picked the right secondaries for the mission. I didn't score engineers for the final turn because I couldn't kill your captain on me. If I had, I probably would have just scored engineers off of that. He'd have killed the 3 remaining units that were there.
Definitely.
No issues whatsoever. We still would have maxed. We just wouldn't have got a bonus point. So my score would have evened out the same at the end.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I think your secondaries were pretty spot on. I probably would have started the captain on that one to get 1 point in postman first turn.
Yeah, that's
and
what
then gone 2, 3, and 4. So you
that
still would
was
have
mine.
had the same score from that. Obviously, Big Game Hunters are a brilliant mistake.
Yeah.
Engineers,
Given nowadays.
you're super durable, so why not? I haven't got that much indirect fire, so yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, it was actually a fantastic game, and like I learned a lot because it's always good to play people that have got experience in ITC because that's where you learn the most.
Yeah.
Instead of just guessing and hoping that you get it right. But no, thank you for coming along.
Hey, my genuine pleasure, man. I really enjoyed it.
Good.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for watching, guys. As always, remember to like and subscribe and follow the Instagram. Of course, follow Mohawkminiatures. The link will be in the description below because or on his back. Jay does stream 3 times a week and does Hellstorm's.
Yeah, we did a podcast. So Hellstorm Walking on Mondays, we did a podcast there. It's myself and Mikey talking about a more competitive side of 40k. I do the stream, that's Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays, live from 9 UK time on Twitch, where you can come and watch me paint and get some hints and tips perhaps on how you can paint the way I do. That's it, otherwise Instagram's kind of it.
Cheers, guys.
Brilliant. We'll see you next time. Take care.